The journey of women in college sports is a testament to resilience, strength, and unwavering determination. And the federal civil rights law, Title IX, has a lot to do with that. Title IX is a landmark federal civil rights law in the United States, passed as part of the Education Amendments of 1972. While it covers various aspects of education, one of its most significant impacts has been on women's sports. In the context of sports, Title IX mandates that educational institutions that receive federal funding must provide equal opportunities for male and female students to participate in sports programs. No person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. Amy Wilson, NCAA, Managing Director of Inclusion. Once sidelined, women athletes have now risen to claim their rightful place in the spotlight, shattering records and breaking barriers. Take the NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament, for example. From its modest inception in 1982, a time when women's sports garnered minimal attention and respect, to its current status as a highly anticipated nationally televised event, the tournament's growth mirrors the relentless fight for women's rights and recognition. This progress is a testament to the tireless advocacy, resilience, and excellence of countless women who challenged societal norms, demanded equity, and showcased the undeniable talent and draw of women's basketball. The increasing visibility, support, and investment in the women's tournament not only highlight the achievements of female athletes, but also challenge the historical undervaluation of women's sports, reinforcing the feminist assertion that women deserve equal platforms, opportunities, and admiration in every arena, including the basketball court. And 2022 marked a significant milestone, with the tournament expanding to 68 schools, matching its men's counterpart. And for the first time ever, it was branded with the iconic March Madness name. Not to mention the improvements in facilities and accommodations, making it a true celebration of women's basketball. The ratings for the tournament were through the roof, with millions tuning in to witness the excitement. From regional finals to the championship game, viewership reached heights unseen in over a decade. Plus, attendance records were also shattered, proving that fans are eager to support women's athletics in person as well. And let's not forget the monumental media deals. In 2011, ESPN secured a massive 14-year, $500 million agreement to broadcast various NCAA women's championships, including March Madness. March Madness, traditionally dominated by its men's basketball tournament, has increasingly become a stage where the women's tournament shines, exemplifying the progress of women in sports. This evolution reflects a broader societal shift towards recognizing and valuing women's achievements on par with men's. Through March Madness, we witness not just the crowning of champions, but the advancement of a more inclusive and equitable sporting world. The value of these events continues to soar, with March Madness alone estimated to be worth between $81 million to $112 million annually. This progress wasn't just limited only to basketball. Moreover, in 2021, the Women's College World Series aired on ESPN with a total of 17 games, each averaging an impressive 1.2 million viewers per game. The most watched game during the series attracted a staggering 2.1 million viewers. Surprisingly, when we compare these figures to the Men's College World Series, which took place several weeks later, there's a noticeable difference. The men's series averaged only 755,000 viewers, with its highest viewed game reaching 1.7 million viewers. And these statistics highlight the significant viewership and interest in women's collegiate softball, outshining its male counterpart in television ratings. But wait, are we there yet? Are we finally witnessing the historic rise of women in college sports? Well, despite the progress, the path for women in college sports is fraught with challenges. And at the forefront, we have the glaring disparity in funding. Because, unfortunately, Women's programs often receive a fraction of the resources allocated to their male counterparts. For instance, the NCAA's allocation of resources has often favored men's programs, notably highlighted during the 2021 March Madness tournament, when images surfaced showing stark differences between the men's and women's training facilities. While the men's facilities boasted expansive, state-of-the-art equipment, the women's were initially provided with a meager set of weights. Similarly, investment in coaching, scholarships, and recruitment often skews towards men's sports, further entrenching gender disparities. Such examples underscore the ongoing struggle for equality in college athletics, where women's sports are frequently marginalized. This not only affects the immediate conditions under which female athletes train and compete, but also reflects and reinforces wider societal undervaluation of women's contributions and achievements. But the battle extends beyond the funds and playing fields, but into the realm of perception and media coverage. The disparity in media coverage between women's and men's college sports starkly highlights ongoing gender biases in the sports industry. Despite significant achievements and growing audiences for women's sports, they often receive a fraction of the attention granted to men's. A notable example is the Women's NCAA basketball tournament, which, despite record-breaking performances and thrilling matchups, garners significantly less media coverage and broadcast investment compared to its male counterpart, resulting in it making 99% less TV money. Additionally, sports like women's soccer and softball, despite drawing large in-person and television audiences for championship events, struggle for regular season coverage. This unequal media representation not only diminishes the visibility of female athletes and their achievements, but also impacts the growth and investment in women's sports programs, perpetuating a cycle of undervaluation and marginalization. And this has created an awareness gap that sidelines women's sports from mainstream narratives. This disparity is evident when we place male and female versions of the same sport side by side. The contrast in resources, attention, and support is stark, yet it's a gap that female athletes face with unparalleled grace and tenacity. However, stereotypes in women's college sports continue to pose significant barriers, shaping perceptions and undermining the achievements of female athletes. These stereotypes often revolve around misguided beliefs about physical capability, athleticism, and the supposed inferiority of women's sports compared to men's. For instance, the enduring stereotype that women are less competitive or that women's sports are not as exciting as men's sports directly impacts everything from media coverage to fan support and funding. From battling stereotypes to overcoming underfunding, female college athletes navigate a unique set of challenges. Their stories are not just about sports. They're about ambition, leadership, and breaking the glass ceiling. And most importantly, it's not just the athletes who are changing the game. Coaches, mentors, and leaders in the field are rewriting the narrative, fostering environments where women in sports can thrive, lead, and inspire the next generation. Because female coaches, mentors, and leaders are pivotal in transforming the landscape of college sports for women, championing not only excellence on the field, but also advocating for equity, representation, and empowerment. Their presence challenges the historically male-dominated realm of sports leadership, providing crucial role models for aspiring female athletes and coaches. By breaking barriers and occupying positions of influence, these women are reshaping perceptions about leadership capabilities and the role of women in sports. Their impact extends beyond coaching to influence policy, resource allocation, and cultural shifts within institutions. They push for better funding, facilities, and opportunities for female athletes, aiming to level the playing field. For example, coaches like Tara Vanderveer of Stanford women's basketball and Pat Summitt of Tennessee. Women's basketball have not only secured national championships, but have also been vocal advocates for gender equality in sports, contributing significantly to the visibility and respect of women's college sports. Moreover, these leaders serve as mentors, guiding female athletes through challenges both on and off the field, including navigating gender biases, balancing academic and athletic commitments, and planning future careers in sports or other fields. Their mentorship helps build confidence, resilience, and leadership skills among female athletes, fostering the next generation of women leaders in sports. In essence, female coaches, mentors, and leaders in college sports are instrumental in driving progress towards a more inclusive and equitable sports environment. Their leadership exemplifies the potential of women in sports and challenges societal norms, inspiring change that extends well beyond the athletic arena. Clearly, the journey of women in college sports is a mosaic of challenges and triumphs. While significant strides have been made, the road ahead is still paved with hurdles that demand our attention, support, and advocacy. Well, undoubtedly, the future of women's college sports is bright. However, at the same time, it requires the collective effort to shine. Better funding, equal media coverage, an amazing audience turnout, and just merely sharing their stories can be a humongous support to budding female athletes. Together, we can champion the rise of women in college sports. What's your take on the rise of women in college sports? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. Meanwhile, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Essentially Sports for more inspiring stories from the world of sports.